Well, this is the 2022 Mazda BT50 dual cab ute, two-wheel drive in the base XS specification. So this is one of the real workhorses in the new BT50 range, and it's also powered by an equally new 1.9 litre Isuzu turbo diesel engine. And the fact it's supplied by Isuzu tells you that all the underpinnings on this Mazda BT50 are the same as Isuzu's D-Max ute, so they're very, very close mechanically. But you can see visually Mazda's done a much better job in designing the new BT50. It's so much more pleasing to the eye than their previous effort that was based on the Ford Ranger. And that may explain why it's getting some very healthy sales at the moment, because it really is quite a good looking jigger. It is back to basics, though, as you can see by the 17-inch steel wheels and the overall look of the vehicle. But under the skin, it is basically an Isuzu D-Max. I mean, you can really see it even when you look at the interior. Apart from a few minor cosmetic changes, it is basically a D-Max. So they're very, very close on specification, as you can see. It's got a nice big load tub, and you might notice this one has the accessory, a full tub liner in the back to save it from any scratches and dents. But the four tie-down points are well located, and it's a good sized load tub, and it has to be because it's got quite a big payload capacity. It's 1,135 kilos, or well over a ton in payload capacity. It's also rated to tow up to 3,000 kilograms of brake trailer, and with a 5,500 kg GCM, that means it can tow 3,000 kilos and carry about 630 kilos of payload. So that's a pretty useful set of numbers, because that means you could get a crew and equipment in there and still be towing at its maximum. So that's pretty good. Okay, well, it scores very well on the looks department. Let's see if it can match that behind the wheel. Okay, underway in the Mazda BT50 dual cab ute, XS base specification, and two-wheel drive, of course. Now it's interesting, this vehicle comes with only one drivetrain specification. That's the 1.9 litre turbo diesel engine and 6-speed ACEN torque converter automatic. Now it's interesting when you look at the numbers for that engine. It's 1.1 litres smaller than the 3 litre unit we normally associate with the D-Max and now the BT50. So 1.1 litres smaller. It's got 30 kilowatts less power, and it's got 100 newton meters less torque. Now you'd think with numbers like that, this engine's performance would be probably a bit sluggish, but actually the opposite is true. And that's for two reasons. One is this vehicle has a pretty light curb weight. It's pretty light for a dual cab ute. It's less than 1,900 kilograms. And they've also put slightly lower gearing in the diff. And that has two benefits in terms of slightly raising the RPM so the engine operates in its peak torque zone. And it also gives punchier acceleration, particularly away from standing starts. So when you combine those two factors, it's actually really good to drive. And it doesn't feel that much different to the 3 litre in a lot of situations, and there are some times when you're driving along you forget about it at all. So they've done a very good job of engine downsizing in this workhorse. Now, the fact that it's also based on the Isuzu D-Max means it gets most of those benefits too, in terms of overall driver comfort. Its steering weight and feel is nice. It's got good strong braking, and overall it's just a pretty good thing to drive. So the verdict, well, there's no doubt about it that Toyota's Hilux dominates the two-wheel drive ute market in Australia. But here's a few things to consider about this BT50. When you compare it to what would be its natural equivalent in the Hilux lineup, which is the 2.4 litre Workmate, although the engine in this BT50 is about half a litre smaller in displacement, it's got the same power, 110 kilowatts, so it's certainly punching above its weight there. And then you have to take into account other factors, like it has a superior power to weight ratio, it has a higher payload rating, it has a higher braked tow rating, and it also has superior fuel economy. So when you add up all of those advantages, it certainly presents a pretty compelling argument as an alternative to a Hilux. Well, there's no doubt about it. When you look at these developments going on, you can see that the two-wheel drive ute market in Australia, the competition, is certainly heating up.